Welcome to Provo, Utah, Lavelle Edwards Stadium at altitude. Altitude that's been piloted by the likes of Young, McMahon, and Detmer, and home to the BYU Cougars. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So BYU's offense will get the first crack at it here. And here's the man they'll try to feed the football to no matter what the coverage looks like, Jesse.
He's their best player on offense, and I like the way this coaching staff moves him around and tries to create good matchups to take advantage of, David.
And that makes it so hard to defend. When a receiver lines up in the same spot every time, I can bring extra coverage. Man, use this guy all over the field as a weapon of mass destruction.
Now he's going to break the pocket. At the 35, he's open. And he didn't squeeze it, it's loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
And he was under so much duress on that play. You saw him scrambling, trying to buy time, doing everything he can to keep the play alive, but the defense just kept coming in waves, and he got a little bit downfield before they finally knocked it out and jumped on that fumble.
Offense getting set for first down. He'll start this drive firing. Right down the middle. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Right back to the well. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. The Badgers will snap it on 1st and 10. Pressure coming. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Touchdown, Badgers! That is the ultimate grab and go for the score. And the PAT makes it 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown.
7, BYU, 0.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. If you turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute and you've got to lock in.
They get him down after he makes the catch. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. Off play action. Unloads to the wideout. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. They're going to open this drive with a pass. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
They get him down at the 34-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup and a first down. Gonna run it. It's Boone. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Pulls it in inside the 10. Touchdown, Wisconsin. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
That makes the score. Wisconsin 14, BYU 0.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
They'll try the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabs it in the middle. And how does he keep running? I'd be dizzy after a spin move like that. The Cougars are on the move. Out of the gun, the give to the back. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you got to get that ground game going so you could have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field. And it's a play like that we just saw, which can help them get that going.
They're there to stop him at the 21 after a pickup of 2. Facing 3rd and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. From the gun, wants to pass. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, BYU!
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in the rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
14, BYU 7.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Hold and fire complete. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. As we come to the end of the period, Wisconsin has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats.
14.
First down to start the drive after the break. He wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. Off the deflection, missed a great chance to force the turnover. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. He wants to throw here on 2nd down. He's got his man. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Zings it complete to the right. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. And the Badgers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
You know, with defense, it's this pick or poison game, right? Like, I got to play a little bit soft and make them run the football, but when I do that, I give the running back space, and right there you can tell he takes advantage of it.
Tackle is made at the 33. It's about a 5-yard pickup, and that'll be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. Looking down the middle. It's complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Another first down. Man, this defense couldn't stop a nosebleed right now. It's that bad.
They're working that left side. Touchdown, Badgers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
To the ground. He's got it again. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
It's so hard to play defense when you've got things in front of you. Everybody going one direction, somebody coming back the other direction. You can't trust your eyes. Really good job by the offense, giving you some eye candy, something to look at so it wasn't easy coming downhill right at you. Hard to diagnose plays.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push and just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Now they're going to throw it. A shot toward the end zone. Ball in the air, intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Not only a great play, but tremendous discipline by this sophomore to make the pick. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Finds a man on the right. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. Complementary offensive football, finding just enough balance, and Wisconsin quarterbacks have always done a great job staying within their system.
Stay within the system, stay within yourself, know when to chuck the football. But more importantly, what do you got to do, Reese? You got to take care of the football. Play action, make those plays, but don't put the ball in harm's way.
Now facing a 2nd and 10 from the 28 after that last incompletion. The quick out. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
There's just so much chemistry between this quarterback and his receiver. And you saw it right there, down the perimeter, trying to work the boundary. Just put it somewhere near him. He'll catch it. He'll get a foot down and help out his offense.
And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. The Badgers are marching down the field. The RPO, it's complete. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. 2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. Takes the handoff. It's Thomas. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. As we reach the 2-minute warning, they'll need to try to get a stop to keep this thing from getting out of hand. They'll try to power their way ahead. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Looking for a productive play on first down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Nice run there on first down. You know, this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
Fires deep toward the end zone. And that pass intercepted. And the freshman just showed those great ball skills and snatched it right out of the air. Offense set on first down. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Gets it out quickly. Can't come in half-stepping to tackle this guy. Too much strength and power. He's up to the 25. On second down, wants to throw it. He'll pull it down. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Looking for that first down on third and short from the 28. They'll try to get it through the air. Throws for the tight end. Hauls it in. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they're trying to get more points on the board before the break. Trying to find his man on first down. He finds a dead spot in the middle. He was running through tackles and picked up the first down and finally got knocked down. And the Cougars have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Throwing right. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
Throws toward the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Snags it. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right. And maybe the other team doesn't even get a chance to answer.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
Right down the boulevard, it's good. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. And the returner is stopped. BYU about to kick it off to open the second half.
21, BYU 10.
On the run from inside his own 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. The Wisconsin offense will come back on the field to jump around a bit. They open this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
He's looking to throw it. Pocket starts to collapse. And they got him for the sack.
This was one of the keys to the game. Could this quarterback, could he extend plays and then make throws in scramble situations? That time, the defense was able to get to him and bring him down for a huge loss.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And he makes the catch inside the 10. Touchdown, Wisconsin. And they take it in for 6 more points. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. And the extra point sails through for a 28-10 lead. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
28, BYU 10.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They may have to get out of their comfort zone here too, David, a little bit and just start being more aggressive and take some chances. But that's what's going to happen for them to win this game.
Yeah, and when you're losing, obviously everything gets heightened. Everything becomes more critical. This drive is crucial because you've got to cut into this deficit and put some points on the board.
He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and
that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. BYU right back to the line. Looking to throw on third. And they can't make the connection.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, they're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on third down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. He'll come out throwing on first down. Makes a catch down the right side. Off he goes. Touchdown, Badger. And the punishment has been extended. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
Fast motion from the offense. Touch pass on the run. Powers through the defender.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
On third and short, they'll try to throw for it. Going for the big play. Snatches it on the right. Got a lot of running room. Touchdown, Cougars! And once he got loose, it was all over. How about that quarterback taking the shot downfield and delivering to the wide open receiver?
I love this quarterback because he's aggressive. He wants to take shots. He's looking for every opportunity to show off that cannon and that arm talent. He showed it to all of us right there.
And after the extra point, they trailed 35-17. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Wisconsin offense will come back on the field to jump around a bit. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Makes the tackle at the 32, but they were backed up inside their 20, and they pick up 15. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. On the run, it's Boone. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Pulls it and fires to the left. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
This is one of the top 10 offenses in the nation in getting first downs. To do that, you gotta have balance. You can't always throw for it on third down. You've got to be able to run it as well. And they've got a dude in the backfield who just knows how to move the chains.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Leaves it with the back. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Ball security is so important. Turnovers lose you games. This guy has put his team in some tough spots. He fumbled last week. He's fumbled again today.
A run up the middle is stuck for no gain.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. They've got the screen set up. They make the stop, but not before the screen has hit him for a first down and much more. Really good execution by this offense. He's going to pass. Oh, he wants it all. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Looking for more room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
And that's the advantage right there of having your dime personnel on the field. You've got an extra DB. You've got an extra guy out there who's really good at covering. So for quarterbacks, you've got to be so good and precise with these passes because they've got speed in the back end. They're able to come away with the pick.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
This QB has been so comfortable all day long. Obviously having a ton of success. You've got to affect him. You've got to put some hits on him, those body blows, so you can make him wear out and physically feel you. This is the first time really getting to him. This defense needed this bad.
As we come to the end of the period, Wisconsin has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. The lone back's got it. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
And what you see late in games, man, those teams that can really run the football and run that clock when they got a lead, you really win a lot more football games. So I think you look for them to be physical down the stretch of this game, trying to continue to do this on the ground, continue to eat that.
Offense tries to go RPO and hand off to the running back, but how about the defense up front? They're just too stout. They're not getting moved anywhere, and they're able to make a big-time play.
They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground.
Hard-earned yards, man. You got to get these first downs any way you can. And sometimes it's not going to be easy, and you can't just do it conventionally handing it off. This offense is going to have to be creative. Football's a game of inches, and you just got to find the angles to give yourself an advantage. That creative play call right there really helped them.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. With the catch, it's Thomas. And that's good for the completion percentage and bad for the yardage. They lose ground on that one. This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough. And now the offense faces third and goal. It's complete. Touchdown, Wisconsin. And the beatdown has ensued. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this two-game slide. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
That makes the score. Wisconsin, 42. BYU, 17.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
On second down, he'll let it fly. And he's got his man on the sideline. He'll come up a little short of the first down. Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And he's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been up to speed. His third interception. He'll finally go out of bounds, but he was showing off all the skills after that interception. They'll leave it with him. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Pulls and fires complete to the right. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. Just inside the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 19. Movement here from the tight end. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Unloads quickly. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gain.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. He'll try to knock it through from 38 yards out. And this one splits the uprights. And now the lead is extended a little further. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think we can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
And he got enough for the 1st down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. They'll throw it on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Makes a connection. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. The Cougars will snap it on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Fires to the big fella. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too? Offense gets set for 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. BYU lines up with a 1st and goal. From the gun, he'll try to throw. They're trying to get to it. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Just complete and utter dominance.